Welcome back, buds. I'm JacPotato, and today we're going to be talking about Bryan Johnson.
It's me, that crazy tech guy spending millions of dollars a year to slow my speed of aging.
Bryan Johnson! If you don't know, Bryan Johnson is the guy, the badillionaire or something, who has been doing the Don't Die project, which is a project where he spends hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, on trying to not die. He takes 1 billion pills for like supplements instead of eating, probably, and has a very sort of meticulous way of living.
I have my mills in. So this is the first time I'm going to use this container, and I hope that it holds up. I mean, the seal is pretty good, so I think it should hold up. I should probably tape these. Thank you. This is probably a much better situation. Yeah, okay.
I kind of like Bryan. I think he's kind of sweet at times.
If you see some videos from me before, I was applying this daily and it would leave my face very greasy. No one told me. First lesson, doing these once, that's where the pain happens. Oh, then I take these for electrolytes. Yeah, what's not in here is aspirin. So my assistant packed for me.
Oh, but yeah, he's recently discussed having found out that he has autoimmune, which is terrible. It's he's got like gastroenteritis, is that it? Where it's like his stomach is essentially, the immune cells of the stomach start attacking themselves.
I got diagnosed with an autoimmune condition and my stomach is eating itself.
And yeah, it's hard to diagnose like why it happens, and hard to diagnose at all. I don't know much about these things. Like, I'm just gonna be chatting about them because I think it's interesting. I'm not a scientist. I don't really know much. But one funny thing is that, or an ironic thing, is that like this guy is spending millions on being as healthy and optimizing his health all the way. He's spending millions on his health and he's finding out he's progressively getting unhealthier. Meanwhile, I have no money, but I got my lab results back and I've got like perfectly balanced health except for one thing, which is a lack of vitamin D because I don't go outside. Now, no doubt, if Bryan found out he had a vitamin D deficiency, I know that he would immediately jump to take a pill for it.
This is morning when I wake up, and this is lunch.
And listen, if that would be yours, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that there is a ball of fire outside. I know I don't want to go outside as much as possible. But now I'm going to go outside.
I slept in a little later than normal because of this jet lag. So the sun is kind of coming out, so I can go outside and get some sunlight. I'll just do this as part of my routine.
What I find interesting about all these optimization bros and tech bros is that they love optimizing to the point of like forgetting that the trick is actually quite simple. And I think that's what I find quite funny, is that when I see someone pop in 1 million pills in order to be healthy, when really that would probably just be irritating their stomach. And they could get all of that from food. It feels like it doesn't make sense. And I think that's where the business kind of aspect comes in, where it's like, at the end of the day, he's trying to make money. He's viewing this as like an opportunity to make money. And I think he's actually putting his health on the line for that. Um, I think what's interesting is like he's iron deficient, which I think is just meat, isn't it? Like he just needs more. What foods have iron? Have foods with high in iron. You got shrimp, oysters, peas. I didn't know peas had iron. That's cool. Eggs, broccoli, beef and chicken, prunes. Don't know what cream of wheat is, but there you go. Clams, lamb. Oh, I do love a good leg of lamb. Pork, liver, shrimp, tuna, sardines, haddock, mackerel, oyster scallops. Basically, I think instead of the blueprint that Bryan Johnson is selling.
We'll prepare nutty pudding. This is 2 scoops. That was like a scoop plus a little, about 6 to 8 ounces of nut milk. You can do less or more according to your preference. And stir this up. I want to eat this for sure.
He needs to just eat food. Eat more food and better food. Not optimized food, not low in this and that food, just regular food, like the basics. Get a stew. Have a lamb stew with potatoes and broccoli and make it big, and you know, maybe have a slice of cake here and there. I don't know. He just doesn't look like he's eating enough, and I think that might be a big cause for a lot of immune problems. Things like boosting your immune system, having oranges, honey. Have a Greek yogurt in the morning with fruit and honey and nuts. That'll sort you right out. Just do that. It's good for the gut because of the microbiome loves things like yogurt and sauerkraut and anything that's pickled, really. I think it loves that. And vitamin C, like your oranges and probably other foods too. Obviously, again, I'm not a scientist. I'm just someone who's like a bit geeky about health. A bit geeky when it comes to health and nutrition. And I look at Bryan Johnson's food, and let's just take a look at this. This is his morning supplement stack. He, every morning, I'm guessing, has 2 capsules with daily vitamins, soft gel formulation, vitamin D, omega-3s, whatevers, ginger and curcumin combo. If you're having that every day, your stomach is going to get so irritated. I'm just saying, things like ginger, garlic, those kinds of things, obviously in a varied diet, are wonderful. But if you're having that every day into your stomach acid, it's going to get well aggravated. Garlic extract on top of that. Oh my god. Probutyrate, I don't even know what that is. Beneficial for gut bacteria. Clearly not. Clearly not. Pofferel. I don't know what that is. Healthy iron levels. Well, clearly that don't work either. Just eat. Food is medicine, okay? Treat it that way. Like, food is your medicine. Okay, just jumping in to say that, yes, this is true, but some people do actually need supplements, and I think when it comes to gastritis, the more I research it, the more I realise that, like, the problem with it is that, like, you're absorbing, you can't absorb iron as well, so maybe he would actually have to take iron supplements, and it would really depend on like what the doctor recommends for him. So take this like food is medicine advice with a pinch of salt. Pun not intended. I mean, his food looks so sad, but but he's getting, firstly, not enough calories. I think. I mean, for someone who's apparently exercising like 6 hours a day, I think, or 6 hours a week, I don't think that that's enough calories. Protein intake is 130 grams, but how is he getting his protein? Is my question. Is he actually eating protein, or is he only supplementing it? Because I don't think it's the same. I'm gonna say it. I don't think supplementing your protein is the same as eating protein. Your body was built, it is a machine in itself, and it was built to eat food. It wasn't built to eat pills. I know that's a hot take, but that is my take. Um, he cuts out sugar, like, completely. Processed snacks, fried foods. I agree with the alcohol. That's a good one to cut out. Artificial sweeteners, also probably good. Seed oils, I mean, sure. Bread. Bread? Why bread? What's the hatred with bread? Bread is a carbohydrate. Carbs are good for you. They're a source of energy. They turn into sugar, which your body needs. Your body literally needs that as an energy source. Like, what about brown bread and brown pasta? If you want to really go crazy healthy, just switch your carbs to brown. Like, it's that simple. If you want to remain like the most optimized healthy, just go for the brown bread and the brown pasta, right? Right? Whole foods. You buy whole vegetable, whole meat source, whether that's fish, chicken, lamb, whatever. You buy the whole thing, you cook it, you eat it, and you will be healthy. Like, if you're too busy to cook, which I understand, I used to eat a lot of takeaways in the past and still occasionally do. But I think the whole point of health is balance and eating food. I mean, that is his blueprint, is just trying to avoid what a human is actually built for, which is what I find really funny. He's spending millions to try and avoid the very simple thing of eating food.
Yan. Good. Chicken.
With all his millions, he could be growing fresh produce in a garden and have someone take care of that and grow the food and eat the food fresh. That would be the best thing for him rather than this. Okay, so he does have vegetables. Here we go. Black lentils, broccoli, cauliflower, shiitake mushrooms, nice. Garlic and ginger. He has a lot of ginger in his diet. Brighteners. What the hell? What's a brightener? Squeezes juice of 1 lime and adds a teaspoon of cumin and apple. Cider vinegar. Oh no. He fell for the cider vinegar trick. You don't need to be downing cider vinegar for your health. Trust me, you don't. Hemp seeds. Oh god. Literally, this is all marketing. This is not health. This is marketing at its finest. You don't need any of this. I am dirt poor and I have good health. How? I buy fresh vegetables. That's it. Fresh vegetables. I mix it up. I decide what I want to eat that week. I think, what do I fancy this week? And then I just make it. It doesn't have to be that hard. Like, you can make soups, veggie soups. You can fry up some some veggies and put them in a wrap with prawns or with anything. You can have a salad, a big salad with eggs and potatoes and everything in it. Throw all the vegetables you got in there. Boom, you got yourself a fairly healthy meal. Bran cereals in the morning, porridge with fruit and veggies. I mean, not veggies. Well, you could have veggies in your porridge if you wanted. You could have like a savoury porridge. So a ribeye has 3 milligrams. In fact, you need quite a lot of steak then to get... What food has the most iron in it? Oh, what? Fortified cereals. Shit me. They do have a lot. Beef skirt steak. There you go. He just needs 1 beef skirt steak a day. Sorted. Shellfish. Yeah, just get him to the sea. My prescription for Bryan is go to the sea, lay in the sunshine, the actual sunshine, not your sun lamp. Lay in the actual sunlight. Lay on the beach. Wear sun protection, obviously, and don't maybe do it in the middle of the day. And just lay there. And just listen to the sea. Go for a swim. Listen to the sea. Then go to a nearby restaurant, one that tickles your fancy. Scoff down a load of seafood.
Okay, future Jack here. Hello. Hi. Hey. How are you? Don't listen to past me, when I said go to the sea and eat seafood. That was stupid. That was really stupid. I just did my research and it looks like gastroenteritis definitely don't be needing fresh seafood because it's partly bacterial, viral, or parasitic, which you can actually get from seafood. I didn't know that. So, scratch that. I didn't say that. I didn't recommend that. I didn't. Okay? Let it be known that I did not recommend those things for gastroenteritis. Just saying. Most of the things I've said in this video are pretty accurate, actually, but that was not one of them. Okay? Okay?
I'm gonna become the, like, crazy doctor on the internet. The crazy doctor with no qualifications. Yeah, I feel bad for Bryan. I hope he puts his health first above his business. I hope that he can turn it around. I think he's like pivoted from like the Don't Die Ever project to the Now Let's Cure My Diseases project. In a way, the Don't Die project is kind of ironic because he started it without fully knowing that he would be trying to solve a really big health problem of his own. So in a way it is the Don't Die project for him. Which is like kind of crazy. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if he makes any insights into helping with his autoimmune. I think throwing his money at research for autoimmune is great. I mean, it's great for all the people with autoimmune diseases. So in a way I kind of am more on board with him like looking into that. And if he ever watches this, I recommend looking at herbs. Now, before you say anything, before you go, oh my god, she's crazy, and you click away, listen, okay? Herbs could be more medicinal than these pills you're popping. And let me show you why. I got this book really cheap because it was ridiculously expensive, not cheap. Like, I got this secondhand, so it came a bit sticky, but like, you know, some germs could be beneficial. So, the Herb Society complete medicinal herbs. This is such a cool book. I don't know how much it's backed by science, but I frankly don't care because look at it. Just look how cute it is. Listen to that stickiness. But what's cool about it is it gives you like different herbs like garlic or whatever this herb is, or what else we got? We got chamomile, and it shows you like what you can do with the chamomile plant. So, for example, chamomile is apparently an anti-inflammatory, sedative, and prevents vomiting. And you can use it as an essential oil, as a tincture, an ointment, and it tells you what each thing does. So, like, an ointment can be used for insect bite wounds, eczema, or irritation. I'm not going to say what kind of irritation because I might get demonetized. But I think this is really cool. I don't know, again, how much science is in this. But I think I'd rather get Herbie than pop pills. But maybe that's just the phase of life I'm in. So yeah. They even talk about things like autoimmune and certain things. Let's see if I can find it. Dandelion is apparently a liver tonic, so that's that. Let's see if there's anything good for stomachs. That expels worms well. It's for blood pressure, antiseptic, adrenal, febrifuge, I don't know what that means. Peripheral blood vessels, bile. Maybe mint because it's for bile. Although I imagine that would probably irritate the stomach in large quantities. Here we go. Juniper is a urinary antiseptic, digestive tonic, and anti-rheumatic. I imagine that would probably help if it's digestive. You've got the berries, you've got the fresh berries on their stem, you've got the essential oil. So yeah. Good for hair rinses too. Yeah, I think part of a varied diet, having a little juniper tea here and there, just adds to it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that the science bros need to go and grow herbs and start manufacturing pills of these, because that would, again, defeat the point. But yeah, instead maybe looking less at trying to manipulate nature into a little tiny pill that will cure everything, and maybe instead just have a herbal tea. Do you know what I mean? You know? I'll leave a link for this for anyone who wants it. It'll be in the description. Hopefully there'll be more of the cheaper version, because it was weird. Like the hardback was like £9, and then the like paperback was like a couple hundred, and I was like, what the fuck? Why is it that way around, and why is it that much money? It is a good book though. Not worth hundreds, but it is worth like the 9 or 10 quid I spent on it. Definitely. Very interesting read. So yeah, I say, if Brian, you're watching this, I don't mean to poop on your parade, and if you really love the optimizing of your health and the doing everything the complicated way, then have at it. But I would recommend for your health and your immune system that maybe you go to the sea.
Hey, future Jack here again. Yeah, I just basically recommended again that he should go to the sea. But instead, instead of that bad advice, we're gonna recommend things that are backed by science, okay? And that is that he should follow his doctor's orders first and foremost, which I think is usually something along the lines of hydration, a lot of hydration. And then once his gut has settled and he's back to eating regular, that he should definitely eat things that boost the immune system. Elderberry, which I mentioned in the video, actually does. It's a herb. It can be used as a herbal supplement for immune boosting effects, and it helps prevent colds and things like that. Vitamin C from citrus fruits, probiotics, things like Greek yogurt, stuff like that, fermented food. Echinacea is also good, apparently, for respiratory infections more so, though, so probably not in this case. What else? Regular exercise, sleeping well, which we know he's doing, and yeah, just eating a good varied diet. The NHS recommended diet is probably the best. But yeah, I'll leave a link to that as well in the comments for anyone who wants to know what the NHS recommended diet would be. But yeah, anyway, back to Jack.
But yeah, that's just my theory. And maybe rest more and exercise less. If you're really exercising 6 hours a week, that seems pretty excessive. Let me know in the comments what your ideas of a healthy diet are. And until next time, buds, bye.